Hello and welcome. Today we're doing a VOD review on Numbani. It looks like a silver Zenyatta. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it. With matches, at this elo, I don't focus too much on team comp because honestly, any team comp can work. What matters more is that you're really good at your hero. So we won't focus on that too much. You're running triple DPS, one tank in the Roadhog, and then double healer. So totally fine. Not much to say there. So let's kind of talk about where I want this Zenyatta player. So on Numbani, let's see. I like to be here in this, like by these steps. You have such good line of sight of that right side, of like this kind of upper side, like if you jump a little bit, and then this hallway being the most important part, this one right here. Whoop, this hallway. If there's Pharahs or Lucios coming, that's okay. You have that room to the left of you to get that health pack, that like hallway to work with, so it's great. You can pressure these areas really well, so it's a really good spot for Zenyatta. Sometimes Zenyatas will be in the ledge directly above where this Zenyatta is, so like, they like to be like kind of up here in this general area. It's okay as long as you have someone protecting, just generally putting pressure on this space, because a lot of times I'll see Zenyatas be up there, and then guess what? Like a Genji or a Tracer just come flank you for free on this side. They come around, and now you're sandwiched. Not much you can do at that point. You'd have to basically fall back this way where this Zenyatta is now, and that's pretty. It's kind of a mixture between dangerous and not optimal in terms of a position. So, anyways, that's enough setup. Let's see where this Zenyatta goes. Yeah, so this general area, this is great. Okay, but not this far forward. This is a little bit dangerous. You're really close here. You can get flanked pretty easily. So again, I want you to be further back and play with that hallway to the left of you where that health pack is. Dance with that door. That being said, it's still a little bit early. I think they're probably not at the point yet. So, but right now you probably need to back off. Okay, yes, perfect. Yes. Oh, and you're looking at the hallway right here. This is exactly where I want you. Maybe. Actually, no. This is pretty much perfect. Okay, cool. It looks like they're going up to the second floor though, so you can kind of. Yes, this is good. Good. Yeah, great. Okay. Okay, so right there. Oh yes. Oh, okay. So okay, right here you have. Okay, and then you gave her the harmony. As soon as you gave her the harmony, I would have liked to see you start charging up a right click. Because look, actually you have two opportunities here. You can use it on this diva, or hey, even better, is that Genji? Right here, this Genji or this diva, and you would have had a right click, a nice fatty, 4 or 5 orb right click, and you could have unleashed it onto one of them. Ideally, this Genji. You want to pressure him as much as you can. That would have been really great. And then if you let's say you hit him once or twice, maybe 3 times if you do well with your orbs, then he has to go and get a health pack, and then you have an opportunity to reload and then do it again. Instead, it looks like you're just kind of going for left clicks, and you discorded the diva. So right now, I'd like you to discord. So it's too late to do what we talked about, right? You missed your opportunity to get that nice right click. So now at this point, you probably discord the Genji and go for left clicks. Good. Or is that soldier? Can't tell. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. And now you're charging up the right click. So now you're in a really good spot, because now if he peeks, if he disrespects your discord, which at this level I wouldn't be surprised. If he peeks out, then you unload your right clicks. Worst case, if he doesn't peek out, then okay, then that's fine. You send it. You unleash your right clicks onto this person or someone else who might peek. Like maybe someone's gonna peek up here, right? Like that. I think Reinhardt was up there on second floor. So cool. It's good. No, you let. Okay, so right there, you needed to let that. You needed to hold on to that. You only had how many? Yeah, you only had 2, and you put him into the wall. So obviously that's not ideal. But don't be afraid to hold on to onto that right click. Okay. And you were shooting that diva mech way too much. It had already died, and you were still shooting it. So a little work on your aim. I like that right there. Right there, it looked like you were holding on to your left clicks, like you weren't just holding down the left mouse button, which I really like. if you don't quite trust your aim yet, it's okay to put space in between your left clicks to make sure you really focus on making them count. So I don't mind that at all. It's excellent for practice, especially when your aim isn't so great. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Cool. Get that right click. Nice, nice, nice. Yes. Oh, yes, exactly. And, you know, as you get better, you will land those shots. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, so actually, I think you could have hit you. If your aim had just been a little bit better, you could have actually killed him, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think you had 5 orbs. So, cool. I want to see more of those right clicks. I love them. Cool, cool. Get that Discord. You gotta get that Discord. There you go. Cool. Nice. Oh, okay. So, you know, as we said, as you get better with aim, you will land the shots. Okay, right there. Right here, you see him. Don't abandon. It looks like you abandon your high ground before you even saw him. Don't be so quick to abandon your high ground. This is pretty dangerous. He can turn around and kill you in well, it's silver, so he'll probably kill you like in 3 or 4 shots. Nice. Okay, cool. So he was focused on that soldier. That's a nice right click. Let's see that again. Yes. I think he only did 4 though, but that's okay. Or actually, let's check that one more time. Yeah, that was only 4. Still though, so oh nice. The more you hold on to your right clicks, the more opportunities that will present themselves. Nice to get these kinds of plays. So excellent, excellent, excellent. Nice. Okay, let's turn sound back on.
I feel the warmth of the iris.
Good, good, good. Your teams. Don't be afraid to push forward and follow your team if they're going for more kills. Cool. So stay with them. Stay with them. This is good. Right there, you reloaded a little prematurely. Right here, I would have liked to see another right click. Yeah, I would have liked to see a right click for that diva or someone else. Cool. Again, a little early on the reload. You had 14. You had 14. And with this Reaper coming here, you could have started already charging up a right click, right? And so that was actually a missed opportunity for a kill. You easily could have killed them with the right click there. So actually, let's analyze that really quick. So good, I love it. Now you do it again. So that right click didn't work out. Awesome. Do it one more time. Oh yeah, that would have been such a nice kill. Okay. And now he's gone. Charge up that right click though. Charge up that right click. Okay, yes, good, good, good. Okay. So the fact that you didn't kill Reaper was actually a huge missed opportunity. You could have easily killed him, and then that next Transcendence would have been so much easier. Because the Transcendence wasn't so bad. You were trying to help your teammates, but because you had made that misplay earlier, or rather we should say, because you missed that opportunity earlier, it made this next play even harder to execute. So yeah, so you had a missed kill there, and then you guys probably, to be honest, you probably defend this point if you do get that kill on the Reaper, and that kill was on you to get that, or excuse me, it was your responsibility to kill that Reaper because you had that opportunity. So okay, I like that you're looking for right click. So right here, boom, you're done reloading. It feels like you should do a left click here, like just keep going for left clicks, but I would have liked to seen a better right click. So right here, you probably get 4 right clicks here, and you don't scare him as much. So the thing about right clicks is that it's burst damage. So instead, you're going for left clicks, you're kind of wearing him down. He's like, all right, well, I'm gonna Reaper form. But it's much harder to react to a right click because all the damage is more or less instant, right? It happens within a span of like, I don't know, 1/4 of a second or 1/10 of a second, you know, really fast. So much harder to respond to and more likely to get kills. So, yeah, you need to back up. You're a little bit out of position actually. So back up, back up, back up, back up. Good, good. Okay, excellent. You were probably like a second or 2 from being completely out of position. So you recognize it in time. That's great. In fact, yeah, actually, no, that's fine. Okay, cool. Good, good. That's a good right click. You got the harmony. That's great. I don't mind you flanking like this. Your team's getting crushed, though. Actually, let me see if there's anything there that you could have done better. I would have liked to see a harmony onto that soldier. But that's not kind of nitpicking, and it's kind of results driven analysis, so to be honest, I'm not really upset with your play here. It's probably just, but at this point you should probably, well actually no, your far just gotta kill it. Oh yes, yes, you can do this. Yes, one more. Nice. Nice. Stay with your far. Oh, your far is dead. Okay, what do you do here? You could just jump off a cliff, but I say screw that. You and Farah just got 3 kills? Oh, okay, 2 kills and a diva mech, right? So right here, you have people coming soon. You can sandwich them. I think you keep doing what you're about to do, right? Get these right clicks. Maybe you started it off a little bit too early. They might not know that you're here. So I would wait for my teammates to get a little bit closer and then start up this right click. So I think you're jumping the gun a little bit. Just by a few seconds. Yeah, so you might get a kill here, but you know your teammates are almost in position. Maybe like right now would have been the time to start up your right click. Instead, you jump the gun a little bit. They might kill you before your team gets there. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, so the idea was on point. He used tac visor to kill you. Wow. The idea was on point there. If you start that, and actually, better idea. So if you, let's say you wait 4 more seconds, 5 more seconds, around there, to wait for your teammates to come. Then you start charging up the right click, and you set it up to kill, right, to kill like Reinhardt, right? Because right here you had a good view of Reinhardt. But as you're charging up those right clicks, you would have heard this soldier, you know, stomping the ground and running here. Then you can probably get a really nice surprise kill on soldier instead. And then your team engages, you go at the same time, you guys clean them up. So idea was solid. You just jumped the gun a little bit. Oh man, huge snowball. Okay. All right, well, yeah. So yeah, so you made some small errors that got punished pretty heavily. So that Reaper one where you didn't kill him when you had an easy opportunity to. The second being just now when you jumped the gun and started that engagement, that you know, flanking pincering move. You did it just a little bit too early. We're talking like 4-ish seconds. You just got to look at your, and as a healer, it's really easy because you can see not just the arrow markers of your team, but you can see who they actually are, and then based on where they are and what they're doing and who they are, you can decide when it's time to peek out and go. So overall, though, I'm pretty happy with your play. I feel like for a silver player, you are definitely, you know, if you keep playing like this, you will definitely climb. You just got to fix some of these small, you know, these decisions that you're making. So overall, I want you to do more right clicks. Your positioning, I'm actually really happy with. I feel like your positioning is pretty much like, I would easily put you like platinum level positioning. No doubt about it. Your aim seems okay. It definitely needs a little bit of work. Let's see what else. Ult usage. Have you used you used that one time. Not a great one, but that was more just the situation. You were kind of set up to fail there. What else? Discord's harmonies seems decent. Yeah, let's let this keep running. I don't have too much more time to work on your VOD, so we'll look for some more stuff to work on. Oh, I hate this. I really don't like what your team's doing here. This is not good. Going up main like this is so dangerous. Okay, see what happens. Nothing you can do about this. So, in my situation, like if I was in this situation where my team really wanted to send all 6 bodies down main and I was playing Zenyatta, I would just go flank on the left side, either through this hallway or all around the left side. Much more effective than, this is BS in my opinion. This is a silly way to fight Numbani. It's so silly. Okay, there goes Soldier. Okay, excellent. So hopefully Soldier can create some pressure. Now I feel like it's actually, you know what, I would go with him if I were you. I would just go with him and help him out. There's a Reaper to your left, I think. Right? Did I hear a Reaper? What was that sound? Okay. Not a Reaper. Oh, is that? I'm not quite sure what I heard, but whatever. Oh man, and the Bastion. It's okay, so Pharah and Soldier are pushing up. No, this is so not good. And I'm having a hard time critiquing your gameplay because, you know, there's not really a lot they're not. Okay, good, you're telling your team to go top. Awesome. Good leadership skills. So right now, because your team's shitting the bed, you gotta look for picks. Look for picks, look for picks. Good, yes, nice, yes, exactly, this is exactly, yes, exactly. Oh man, I'm so excited. Okay, so right there, like, okay, when you get a pick like that, you have to be patient. So you just got a really critical kill onto Soldier. Don't be afraid to regroup. So like, okay, so you got this pick. Instead of going to the right, you probably could have just you could have fallen back to the left. So right here, let's kind of analyze the battlefield. They have presumably at this point 5-ish bodies in this general space. You have 6 bodies in this general space. Especially against a Bastion, you don't want a clear battle line like this. Bastion is going to crush you, right? So instead, you need to flank around the left side. Hell, even if you ended up like over here on this ledge in this area, that would have been fine too. Take your time, get the positioning. Instead, you kind of like got scared and you went back, and then, you know, Junkrat, you just died to Junkrat spam. So in this case, you should have just gone far left. Yeah. And not to mention you clumped with Soldier, so not great. Oh man, I was so with you up until you went back with Soldier in that right side area. So I feel like you're. This is a really interesting VOD because I feel like for a silver player, you've really impressed me. And even like the mistakes that you've made, I feel like they're being punished pretty heavily, more than I would expect. So, oh, and then what? And then your team just randomly cut the point. Okay, works for me. But you know, that was in large part because of the pick that you got from on Soldier. So huge kudos to you. So I think I'm gonna wrap up your VOD. So let's kind of just talk some things you need to work on. I think your decision making is actually pretty good for a silver player. Positioning is pretty good. You know, you got that really clutch pick. So I feel like you have a pretty good sense of, you know, what you need to be doing and where you need to be. That being said, definitely work on your aim. I think that's probably, if I were you, that would be the #1 thing I would work on first. I feel like you could easily elevate your gameplay if you just work on your aim a bit. I like that, you know, when you try to it was probably Tac Visor. Okay. Yeah, so definitely work on your aim. I think that's what's holding you back the most right now. And then as far as decision making, I feel like it's just going to naturally improve because, again, as a silver player, you're making pretty good decisions, even though you made some silly ones like with the Reaper, when you flanked just a few seconds too early on Street's phase for defense. Or actually, I guess at that point they had just capped Street's phase, but whatever. So keep, you know, maybe look at this VOD again, see all the things you did well, because I don't know, like maybe you overperformed this game or maybe you underperformed. So maybe look at this video again, like, you know, not my review, but specifically your VOD, and look at everything you did, and, you know, really pick apart what you think you did right, what you think you did wrong. Because overall, I feel like I'm pretty happy with what you did, with the few things that I pointed out. Excuse me, I'm happy with everything you did, with the exception of the few things that I pointed out. So yeah, so I think you can climb. I'm really excited. Hopefully, maybe you can send me a VOD again in like a month from now. You are on your way, my friend. Just really work on that aim and just, you know, just improve here and there with these small little things we pointed out, and you will do well. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you.